on ANZAC Day 2019.
A perfect setting for such a stage, isn't it? So Collingwood to the right of screen. Danaher back last weekend. He's won a medal here a couple of years ago. So the bounce slightly favoured Bellchambers. He maybe got a fingertip in front of Grundy. Adams searching for the ball.
Going to come back here. Collingwood have got hold of it again. Rough head. They set up the triangle. Crisp, but a deep kick. Cox had an opportunity to do it again.
It could have been almost the blocked arm free kicks, but he's going to have to be good today, Cox, because Hooker
with the Bombers. Gee, that's very, very risky. McGrath has got to make that look good, and boy, didn't he ever. Trouble is the handball went straight to Talor on the Thomas. Langdon went wide side bottom. Beautiful, clean pickup. Good tackle by Bagley. Stevenson ran in and got it. Langdon's been in everything early. Little handball comes off side bottom on the left. Difficult bouncing ball for Hurley. He's been in splendid touch. Banged it back to Stringer, one of their best players this year. The handball under the run of Shield. Shield's got nothing in the goal square, so it's all or nothing. And it had a bit of spin on it. Stayed in play. Bagley's got it all to do. Found the boundary line. Trouble Richo.
Yeah, in that incident there, and I reckon he's just copped one.
But I can tell you, there's a little bit of dislike.
Gee, 50 metres here, so...
Back over here. Yeah.
Really?
well, there's not a whole lot in it, is there? Well, it's a massive penalty for just a very, very slight infringement.
No, it's a clear
Well, he can
mark.
kick a goal, we know that. That's what he did when he started off. Is it coming back?
This to ignite the black and white early. And that will not. Cox can't get a run at the footy, but they've forgotten about this man. Has he grabbed it? Did it hit the ground? Myercheck.
The Ambrose matchup, he's been playing a good defensive role, Ambrose, over the last few weeks, but Myercheck is he's been a revelation really as a mature age recruit from the VFL the last couple of years.
4 goals last week. Myercheck around the corner, good kick, goal. Collingwood get the first this year. The body here. Brown, Sard decided to go straight up the middle. Hez, Smith back into the side after being rested last week. Kick to Stringer is good.
Come and meet the footy and intercept it, so go with him.
Looking for his 200th goal, and it would be a great birthday present. Turns 25 today. Does Jake Stringer. Difficult shot to kick your 200th, but he's made it look unbelievably easy. Happy birthday, Jake!
Up at the kicker, and then later in the game he gets the one over the back of the goal square. When he has his struggles, he looks for that one too much out the back, Lee.
Down low, mirrored again, those hands important. Zaharakis just sprayed it. Parry, Shield coughs it up. De Goey will kick a goal. Of course he does.
Bruce, you mentioned that forward pressure that Collingwood are getting on, and the important thing is it's the forwards applying it. So it's the midfielders not having to get inside 50, which Essendon doing really well as a midfield group getting back. But because they're under the pressure, they're kicking it back out to lots of Collingwood numbers, and that's why they got 10 inside 50s. Lots of repeat inside 50s because of the pressure.
Merritt was there. Somehow they survive. Hoskin Elliott back in the Collingwood lineup.
Gee, that was a good mark. A little kick forward, okay. Dinky one to Phillips, who runs hard with the ball. That's a lovely, lovely kick to Stevenson down low. And then Stevenson quickly on. Adams walks in and kicks Collingwood's 3rd goal for the opening turn.
Stack last night. Apply a beautiful hip and shoulder as well on Jack Viney. And the finish by Adams.
To Cox, to Brown, got away from Guelphy, Trelaw, McDonald Tipperwoody couldn't get to him, good looking kick, to Goey working early, this will be interesting, to Goey still, oh beautifully done, and Hoskin Elliott kicks their 4th.
Willing to kick the ball in the middle, but Essendon trying to do the right thing, get lots of numbers around the contest, but if you turn it over, you get too many caught too close to the ball, and Collingwood can really spread away, as we've seen early in this game.
Hurley will get it and go. He's got Guelphy wide, but even wider and longer is Brown. Crunching mark over the top of Phillips, and a very, very good effort.
We look at the huge hit, bravery from both players.
Yeah.
They both jumped up and playing now, but this is where they're getting the extra number, it feels like. Collingwood are willing to pull their wing off the back of this stoppage, and Essendon are keeping theirs in. So if you...
High footy, Cox, Hooker, Thomas. De Goey's over the top if he wants him. Hurley goes with him. He was run down by Saad. Mistake about that. Superb run-down tackle from Saad. Ball maybe too far for Thomas. Saad did well. McGrath lightning hands. Miss Zaharakis. Pendlebury. Touch number 12 for Scott Pendlebury. High ball. Comes in very, very deep. Siren sound.
It's just a long one. This hasn't worked for them so far. Did there. Danaher able just to work more underneath. He's almost within range, you know. He has got such a long kick on him, and that one goes. I'm not sure whether he's having a shot or not, but Heppel's in the right spot.
Was in the best position.
Gee, that one-on-one mark, the contested mark, so important for Danaher, and Heppel hits the post.
Had a good first quarter as well. Myers was tackled, picked up by Shield. High ball. Look at the Collingwood jumpers around this. Chris back into it. So does Jeremy Howe.
Looked to have first dibs at it, didn't he?
Essendon have to be able to...
Gee, that one, sorry, Danaher and Grundy. Grundy probably, Shield, so industrious. Treloar's hands were a bit quick. Guelphy down low. McDonald, Tipperwoody.
Push in the back, Essendon.
Gee, Bombers free kick here.
Guelphy, I would have thought.
Don't see him in this role too often, kicking goals. He's been playing forward more today in that defensive role. Good looking kick, he's got it. Bombers get a quick start to the second term.
Full front and centre to Beams. Beams a long ball. Stevenson looking dangerous here. McKenna's got to go. Hoskin Elliott got a couple to beat. Stevenson this way, that away. Right foot over the shoulder. Lands in the square. Good bounce. Hit the post.
Wonderful match. Huge influence. Sort of playing almost kick behind the play. Oh, what a kick and what a mark.
To spoil when he runs and jumps at the footy like that.
Doesn't mind a big occasion, does he?
I think he gave a bit of a stare to Cale Hooker then as he turned around and went, mate, you can lie on the ground. I've got you covered.
Speaks Meso.
He's kicked a goal in every game so far this year. He and De Goey, the two pies that have done that. That's coming back. He's got it.
Say that was a bit of a set play there. He's a player that sacrifices his own game, Brody Myercheck. It opened up a great corridor for Cox.
Certainly the entries forward say no. Stevenson, lovely ball to De Goey.
That's the kick.
De Goey can go over the top to Thomas if he wants, and he will. And Thomas will take the mark. He can play on if he likes. Little right foot inside outer. A slider. A beautiful kick by Thomas.
Possession that Collingwood use, it forces Essendon to keep going back and back, and it allows Collingwood's defence and midfield just to park itself almost across the midfield. So whenever Essendon need to go really fast, they're running into those wall of players. We saw the great win by Stringer in the middle, but he couldn't go fast because Collingwood was already set.
Hold it up a bit.
To Grundy. Grundy now looking deep. He's got De Goey in a genuine one-on-one. And he goes over the top when De Goey was coming at him, but Cox just tips across the front, kicks the easiest of goals for his second.
Ploughing down the middle, great running and effort from the big guy.
Yeah, he did. He's really improved that part of his game. He's such a dangerous player when he goes into...
That's a good kick. Oh, I thought it was for McDonald, Tipperwoody, and he left it for Bell Chambers. Parrish, high floater. Danaher, that's a good, courageous mark. He paid more than the free kick, but it was in the contest.
He'd already marked it. If it was a mark and then a free kick, that's when the 50-metre would apply.
This kick in close for Danaher. We know he's had some yips. That's a good finish. Badly, sorely needed.
Bagley off the front, gave it to Heppel. Heppel, a little dangerous kick. McDonald, Tipperwoody. Oh, he trapped it wonderfully well. Sold some foot candy. Got the handball to Parrish, and Parrish just missed Danaher.
Joe.
That would have been something, wouldn't it? Needing it desperately.
The Bombers here, over the top, looking for Stringer. Stringer is marked 45 metres out. Consecutive goals on offer for the first time for the Bombers in this game. It's a good kick. Stringer's got a couple. Back to 21 points.
50 metres almost on the boundary. They've kept Essendon in the game.
Jake, have a look at this from Hoskin Elliott.
See, when Lee says something, players respond.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. Game's hotting up. Bombers have kicked the last two.
Anyway, that was superb because Danaher really tried to work him over. Here is Danaher. He slipped them there. I reckon he could kick this. This is where he kicked one basically from this distance last week. Not beyond him. Giving it.
Oh,
Oh, Nilly! Has he It's a goal, I think, Bruce. It is. What a way to finish a spectacular opening half.
Has got players on everywhere in the minute. Danaher wants it long. Bell Chambers wants it long. McDonald, Tip and Woody lurking at the front. Danaher has done it again. Brought the crowd to their feet on half-time. And he's got them out of their seats again here. The start of the third.
Darcy Moore played in front.
Joe Danaher, he's no expert at these, but he's been pretty damn good today. Steps to the plate and he kicks the goal, and they're back within 9 points. Stevenson immediately out wide to Phillips. Now Phillips is centering ball. Cox has got it all to do. Hooker took his eye off the footy. Shepherd said the umpire. Both of those coming in the second. 15 metres and he misses. A hugely
Keep yourself access to the footy.
Brown's kicked it on. Good mark. Oh, touch play on. Beams in the pocket. Beams across the face of goal. A lot happening here.
Here is De Goey, and he sprayed that across the front, so some luck really going with the Bombers here at the moment. Side bottom out of brush. Guelphy had a shot at goal. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's come back enough. Handball over the top. McDonald, Tip and Woody on the boundary line. Got around one. And here's the kick to Stringer. It was extraordinary.
The front position, he had to really launch himself.
There it is.
Stringer just protected the ball.
You're right on it.
Rock solid hands, Lee, as well.
With me, yeah.
And a beautiful kick from McDonald, Tip and Woody. Now Stringer, still with plenty to do from 30. To make it 5 of the last 6 goals for the Bombers. He misses just to the left. Mistakes at the moment. Merritt off one step, long ball over the top. McDonald, Tip and Woody lurking dangerously. Stringer as well. Thought about the little handball. The kick inside has been marked by Bagley. Big kick in the game here for Bagley, directly in front. The Bombers are back within 18 with 8 points. Had plenty of the footy. This one to the middle. Stringer delicately. Thomas does it well to De Goey. De Goey a low ball to Stevenson. This is good transfer.
1 metre, yep.
This unusual handling of the footy before he has a set shot. And from just outside the 50, kick is on target, but it's a little short, is it? Or is it there? Oh, wow. Oh, goodness me, is that over? There's no gap there, is there?
Shrugs off McDonald, Tip and Woody, and then bangs it long. Where's Stevenson? Here he goes against Hooker. Hooker just won it. Varco's been quiet, not there. Gives it to Stevenson. Stevenson kicks the goal. Collingwood stretch their lead.
It's all over the place.
But you are right, Bruce. It wasn't a great kick from Danaher, but you...
That's your mark.
Treloar probably hasn't got the wheels from there. This is a good lead. Hoskin Elliott between those two players. Hoskin Elliott comes in and misses.
That is disappointing if it goes for Essendon.
No, that was right in front of us here. There's no way known that touched his foot. That should have been holding the ball.
Absolutely holding the footy. That's ball.
Yeah, no way. That was holding the ball. And now it's his stiff because of
Woody gets it over the back. Rough head, can he go with him? Not quite. McDonald, Tip and Woody, wonderful kick to Stringer. Transition football, handball over the top. Bagley gets the goal. One end to the other. Game on.
Not unable to tackle to get to him, and that was just an end-to-end goal.
Parrish is going to go long and deep. Got the sit here, Stringer. Over the top, couldn't hold the mark. Off hands, Bell Chambers. Shield on the right boot. Doesn't get it to bend enough.
Big couple of quarters since the first. Well done by Ridley. They get it back, but they're in trouble. That's a great tackle by Howe. Stalemate called.
I mean, I think this hasn't been just a really close quarters game. The ball's moving.
He banged his head into the turf on this tackle. Have a look at it when he spins him around.
Certainly a sling tackle, so whether it was...
He's not good here. He'll have to come off the ground.
Thought it was so obvious. They had a better view than us. Going to be great to watch if we've got it. High ball, Stringer has been tackled high, and finally something goes the Bombers' way.
Look at this, one balk. Yeah, it's a handball. I mean, it's amazing the players aren't playing.
Satisfied today. plus all those millions watching. Parrish around the corner, high ball there. Brown couldn't mark it, knocked away rough head. Here comes Stringer, got through one, gets through two, got there, little right foot snap. Don't tell me he's delivered. No, he hasn't. McDonald tipping Woody. Grundy just takes it out of the ruck. Little ball mirrored on his favoured left side. High footy, one-on-one aerial here. Bagley, Langdon might be a hole. It's going to go the Bombers. Wow, they had a big piece of each other in the end.
Forwards get away with that all of the time.
It's your favourite, Richo. There's no doubt about that, and you're right there. Bagley comes around and kicks his third goal. The Bombers are back within 3 points.
On the line. Big fly came from Hurley. Beams. Hoskin Elliott. Thomas was really good. To go, he's the man for the occasion. Yes, he is. He is a wonderful big-time player.
Just there, quick hands up. So clean. Thomas, I think it was the final handball from both of them. So just clean. Allowed him to actually take those quick couple of steps, and he loved it straight off the boot.
Beautiful
Knew it was home.
Ignores that, goes longer here. Danaher's got to jump over the top. Hairpool spoiled them both. McDonald tipping Woody got through traffic. Don't know whether he handballed it. Danaher around one. Snap it, goal, got it. Back in it. He's kicked 4, Joe. Joe's got 4.
He stepped up big time today. Second game back, but out of that contest, Dyson Heppel is limped from the ground. Probably just a corky. They need him back out there. He's played well, the skipper.
Now, if you want to be in the action in the last minutes, Pendlebury with a wonderfully dangerous kick. What a mark!
It's that late game desperation. I mean, that's the mark from her hooker, which is just outstanding. But when Treloar got the ball back on the 50-metre line, he just bombed it.
The Bombers have got it. Saad tries to go, gave it up again. Boy, they've had opportunities. In comes Hoskin Elliott. Guelphy did well in front. Stevenson tackled. That's incorrect disposal. It has to be.
In the back.
It has to be.
Sharp, but
What about
have a look
this?
at Stevenson.
What about that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know, maybe.
To put them 9 points up with about 20 seconds remaining. Brown from directly in front. Lines up. One last chance for the Bombers. Clock will stop at 12 seconds, Bruce.
McKenna. Long ball down. Can Danaher take a mark? Zaharakis. Collingwood are going to win it. The Pies are going to win. What's a classic. As good